Hi everyone, thank you for watching first of all. My name is Paul Magana. Um, I want to say um, thank you for watching the video. Um, I am gonna talk about DACA. For those of you that do not know what DACA is, it basically stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which basically it started in 2008 uh, by Barack Obama. He instated the policy with with an executive order, and it was basically an immigration reform to help um, children that were brought into the U.S. and that are now living, um, that were then living as illegal immigrants, but they were basically raised in America. So it's a very complicated topic because a lot of people do not understand what DACA is, um, or who DACA people are. So let me start by saying that it's my argument in my paper was that DACA recipients are basically Americans. They were just born outside of the U.S. By this, I mean I had the opportunity to interview two DACA recipients, and they were both brought to the country in a very early age, 3 and 4. I'm gonna keep their names uh, anonymous just for their privacy, but they were basically brought here when they were babies. They have no recollection of the country of origin, and they go to American schools, they go here, they're part of the community, and then suddenly they realize that, when they're like 15, 16 years old, that they're trying to get a driver's license, or they're, trying to either go on vacation, whatever the case is, they realize, or their parents, or whatever it is, they realize that they don't have a social security, that they're living basically legally in the country, and that is very sad and also very unfortunate, simply because, they didn't want to live in America in this way, or they didn't ask for that, right? So now they're torn because they live in a country that they thought they belonged to, but they also have a different country that they might not, some might, but some might not even know what it is to live in the country that they were born, and DACA recipients are basically these people. Right now it's about a little more than 700,000 people that are under DACA protection. So basically uh, all they want, or all that DACA does for them, is they give them a work permit and protection from deportation. So that's all it is. They do have to renew DACA every 2 years, and they have to pass a background check. They have to pay a fee, which is about $500 every 2 years. And then if you have any criminal record, you do not qualify. So then you're kicked out of the program, right? Potentially deported. So all these people already living as part of the American society are being constantly treated as illegal aliens in a sense, and these people are literally engineers, architects. Of course, we have warehouse workers and all types of people, because some might have the opportunity to go to school, some might not. The people that I interview in my paper, he has a master's in accounting. The other person, I call her Melissa in the paper, she is going for law, for her JD, which is a law degree, so she can start practicing law. So I think those are great examples of people that are DACA recipients. And according to the statistics that I can't recall what website, but I believe it was the um, USICS, which is the one where you go and apply for your paperwork. They were saying that the majority of DACA recipients were minors, so I want to say from 16 to 20 years of age, 25-ish, and they're basically, some of them haven't even started working in the country. Um, and that was another topic for in my paper, that DACA recipients are helping the economy, and the contrary of what some people believe. So I have an example here how Sarah Huckabee and the former Attorney General Jeff Sessions, they were claiming that DACA recipients were the reason for Black and Hispanics high unemployment rates, and I find that a little offensive. I don't even know what that means in this sense, because DACA recipients, literally, like I mentioned before, they work for in every field, and the majority of them are actually working for white collar, in the white collar field, so meaning for business administrations. And even Tim Cook, which is the CEO of Apple Inc. Everyone knows Apple. Probably a lot of you have iPhones. He stated even on actually on Twitter that 200 plus DACA recipients work for Apple. And I think anyone who wants a really good job kind of wants to work for Apple. So that's why I find the comments about DACA a little diminishing when they're saying that we're taking the jobs of Blacks and Hispanics. Again, I don't know what she meant by that, but I find that a little diminishing, because at least in my opinion, I think everyone would love to work for Apple, right? I mean, it's a great company, high tech, and we all love iPhones. Well, not everyone. Some Android lovers are there probably. But and then another fact that might contradict this claim by Sarah Huckabee, which is the Speaker of the House. No, I'm sorry, she's not the Speaker. She's basically the one that comes and explains what the administration communications. She informs the media about decisions and explains what those certain words mean. So anyway, back to the claim. If that was true, some economists say that that's contradictory, because we have had the lowest unemployment rate in years. It's at 3.8. The last time it was that low, it was like way back in the 60s. So that's contradicting, because why are there so many jobs if DACA recipients are, like taking the jobs of certain people? So, and that's according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So those are basically some claims that I make about the DACA program. I believe that DACA recipients should, in a way, get a path to citizenship, residency, because these are not like foreigners, like the H-1B visas, where you bring someone from another country to work in the U.S. And that person is probably highly educated, but DACA recipients are already here. They're already part of the society. They already know the culture. They already know the language, and they're getting highly educated. Like I mentioned, the cases of Melissa, who wants to become a lawyer, and then Brad, that was the name of in the paper of the guy that I interview. He has an accounting master's degree, which is extremely hard to get, at least if you're not into accounting or into numbers in general. So that was basically my claim, right? You want highly educated people, you have DACA recipients, take advantage. So, and that is all. Thank you so much for listening. I know I'm not great at doing this video conferences, but I really appreciate your patience. And one last thing, I am graduating this year from Roosevelt University, so I'm very happy, very excited. And if you're graduating too, congratulations. You know, like once we close a chapter, and then we gotta start a new chapter. But I'm really happy that this chapter is over. And good luck to everyone else in the rest of your school journey. So thank you. Bye.